Yeah, hit the likes and subs. Oh, yeah, they're in full coat mode right now. That's right.
Wow. Thank you for the round of applause. The show's just getting started, though, so save those, please. Come on to the front row. Glad you can make it. We got Rich 33333 in the building. Joe Moore 5844. Those are good numbers, or those are two good numbers, maybe four good numbers. You could be 5844. We got Blood Logos. He says it's too dang early, dude. You telling me? I actually don't use an alarm clock to wake up. I tell my brain what time I want to wake up. It's a God. It's a gift from God I've always had, but I don't know what's happening to the gift. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I woke up at 5 a.m. and I'm looking at the clock. I'm all, shit. Why isn't this working correctly? I'm all, 6 a.m. Wake up at 6. Close my eyes, boom, 6 a.m. So it is too early in the morning, and I got some YouTube royalty here. What the hell is this? This guy's probably already at work. Opening his toolbox, shuffling through it. Where's that damn wrench? Good to see you, Enslaved by Truth. Hopefully you're doing well today. Oh, man. I did a show yesterday, and I really wasn't sure about doing one today because I'm like, what the hell am I going to talk about? Am I going to, the same things? But then, we got a little bit more news. I guess, right? We got this is basically, after today, if you watch this show on a Saturday, it's boring. This is you got to watch it the day it happened show, maybe. But yesterday in the news, we saw the Border Patrol agents shoot 2 illegal aliens in, I think it was Oregon, Portland, Oregon. Damn, should have read the news article closer. Apparently they were Trende Aragua, gang member and a prostitute. I got no clue, but they survived. I mean, which is it's kind of good news. Taking the kiddos to school. Well, good, man. It's you got to get that education in. You got to get it. Dang. Oh man, but they shot two of them, and then people are protesting about it. I mean, two gang members get shot. One of them doesn't even speak English. I listened to the 911 call, and the guy's all, "Yeah, we got two individuals shot, non-English speaking." It's like, holy shit. People are protesting about that. We want them here. Give them their due process rights. I already know how a lot of people feel. I already know that basically people are batshit crazy. And it's not just on the left, it's on the right too. Everyone's kind of entrenched in their worldviews. I talked a little bit about that, but I saw even more disturbing videos from people. And I was gonna save them and play them for my show, but I was like, I don't, it's not. Sometimes it's funny laughing at mentally ill people. Like, holy shit, look at this person. Some of the videos, maybe I could just reenact it. There's men and women like on the left. It's I'm so angry right now. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm furious. And then the people on the right are like, we're patriots. We're gonna stand. We're gonna stand with ICE. I'm asking all of you, if you're with ICE and you're with me, stand up for our federal officers. Holy shit. People are nuts, dude. Holy shit. I think people care too much. You know what I mean? They invest their life into these news stories. Saw a lady. I might have saved the clip, but I don't think I'm going to play it. I'm going to try to monologue. Saw a lady who was crying about the woman who was killed in Minneapolis. And she's crying about it. And she's like, I can't believe this is happening in my country. And I don't know if I should be crying because I'm a white woman and white tears don't really add to this. Because I know black and brown people have been going through this for a long time. Bitch, I already know that. Get out of the streets, emotional hag. Fuck. Can't stand people like that, dude. Can't stand it. Our country's falling apart. I already know that, okay? I already know all of this shit. You do too, I do too. And I see people in, the other news is like the Europeans are mad that we want to take Greenland. We're doing what the fuck we want. The Europeans are bitching. I can't do a European accent at all. There's a rule of order, and I'll just do like an Indian Mexican accent. There's a rule of order, and America's breaking it. They shouldn't be allowed to do this. Fuck Europe. Fuck everybody else. I don't know why, you know what I mean? That we literally, I hate when people say literally. Fuck that word. We live in a world currently where if you are the best, you are the strongest, you are supreme, you have to kowtow to the weakest people, the dumbest people, because you have to be nice. The world's not nice. But America has to be nice, I guess. And we're like, oh, I guess we won't do that. Oh, fuck all that shit, dude. And I really don't have answers. To be honest, I make myself care about this stuff because it's fun. But people really do care so much about all of these issues, and I'm flabbergasted by it. To me, it's just kind of fun to think about, to talk about. But people, it's like their whole life. It's their whole personality. It's everything. You know what I mean? The people on the left, some of them are like wearing masks and making obscure threats to ICE agents. Like, whoa, dude, calm down. You're going to throw your life away for illegal immigrants? You're going to just, you're self-reporting to the FBI? They don't like Donald Trump? I'm like, who gives a shit? Just wait 3 years, dude. But he's ruining our country. Ugh. I don't know, man. It's fun, though. It's fun to see these things. It's fun to live in this timeline. It's the best timeline. It's the funnest timeline. It really is cool. And I want more news. I want more excitement. And it's the weekend, so I don't really expect any cool news to come out. If anything, just more protests. People out in the streets protesting and doing absolutely nothing while they're protesting and achieving absolutely nothing. Besides, I don't know. What are they doing out there, dude? Jack shit. I'm making a difference. Shout out to the chat. We got some more people. Decentralized. Oh, them beans and toast people. Yeah. I just, I really don't know what I really don't know what I think about all these things. I just think it's humorous for the most part. I think it's funny that people can tell, America what to do. I think it's funny that people think that the federal government, like the balance of our government doesn't matter. Like federal laws are somehow bullshit. State laws are supreme. It's just weird to me that I'm currently in a paradigm where the left are arguing for state rights. I'm like, that's what that's what the South did. The South thought they were better than the federal government and northern laws, and they thought they could do whatever the hell they wanted. And then the North had to come in and say, well, actually, you can't do that. Federal law is supreme, and we're gonna stop you. We're gonna stop you from doing what you think you want to do. And then we had a civil war. And now all the people on the left are like, we can have sanctuary cities. We can have laws that contradict the federal government. Oh, get that shit out of here. But it's just like a weird timeline. Like, I never thought people on the left would just be hardcore state rights people. And I was always a big fan of state rights. And I was warned in college. I was going to write an essay about state rights. My professor was like, well, be careful about this topic, Provo, because it's associated with white supremacy and it's deeply connected to the Civil War. People who argued for states' rights were pretty much all in favor of slavery. And now people on the left are absolute state rights people. They don't want the federal government involved at all, which is weird because the left have always been big government people. They wanted a big federal government. They wanted to expand the federal government. They wanted to expand the federal government's reach and power. I guess that's both sides, right? Both sides of the people. And I remember Donald Trump, no new wars when he was running. Reminded me of President Bush. President Bush ran, I was a young person, so I was educated about some of the things he ran on. But he did run on no new wars, and then 9/11 happened, and then we got the 20-year war in Afghanistan and Iraq. And I think they run on platforms, but they know, like, they're just going to do whatever the hell they want. That's just the way our government works. But apparently we might, people are like, oh, we might go to war with Iran. You know what? I'm starting to think every day, like, you know what? I'm inching closer and closer to pro-war, boots on the ground. Take it over, more oil, better economy. Yes, let's do it. Let's send the boys in red, white, and blue over the seas. Let's send them to Taiwan. Let's send them to South America. Let's send them to Iran. I don't want to fuck with Ukraine, though. I don't want to fuck with Israel. And people are like, well, they're all Jew wars. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I just don't want to be involved in Ukraine and Israel. Those are two are just like, don't give me a good feeling about those. But anything else, that sounds fun. One reason, like, why are you pro-war with Iran? Well, I don't know, man. I think most of the people there are under the rulership of, like, theocracy, like Islamic law. Like, fuck that shit. I don't want that. Less of that. Give them, let's go back to the 2000s. Let's give them some more democracy. They could use democracy. We don't need to help Venezuela with democracy. They got like the fake kind. They already figured it out. They're like us. They got a fake democracy. But let's get rid of that theocracy over there. If it was a Christian theocracy, I'd say leave them alone. Shit. But yeah, I'm pro-war. More and more every day. Because I just want a better economy. That's where I'm at in my life. I want a better economy. I want cheap prices. I want more oil for our country so we can have more cheap shit we don't really need. But I'd like grocery prices to go down. They're absurdly, still way too high for me. Way too high. I saw a video. I saved the clip. It was a guy talking about how it's, he was making an argument. He's maybe I should play the clip instead of monologuing. But whatever. Like, don't follow the trap. You gotta monologue the whole time. Saw a guy talking about how it's actually not that expensive to have children. I was like, what's this guy talking about? Maybe it's not that expensive to have one child. How many kids does this guy even have? It's so expensive to have a child. Hospital bills are crazy. And then people say, well, don't have your kid at a hospital. I'm like, I know, man. I know. But it's fucking expensive. I'm saving up right now. Because it's so damn expensive. But it is expensive to have children. I want that shit to go down too. I like Donald Trump saying, you know what? Give the money to the people. Fuck these insurance companies. I like that, There's a lot to say about Donald Trump. Some people are caught up on one issue, the Epstein files. They're like, I lost all respect when he didn't release the Epstein files. I'm like, dude, look, I get it. There's some things in America that just like the government's got their secrets. You got to be like Frodo and say, all right, keep your secrets. Can you lower the fucking prices? Can you lower the grocery prices? Can you lower the medical prices? Can you lower the gas prices? Keep your secrets. I know you're going to keep them, but do some other shit for us then. That's where I'm at with Donald Trump. Keep these fucking secrets. I don't give a shit. Just make my country great again, all right? Get these illegals out. Make the economy great again. I know you're not going to tell me that shit. I've already accepted it. I already know that. I'm not like some of these other people who are, well, now I'm done with Donald Trump. They lied to us. Like, fuck, dude, that's their job, is to lie to you, dude. That's the government's job. That's all they've ever done. But you can make them accountable to some of the other things, though. You know what I mean? Like, they can't lie about the economy, because when you go to the store, if the price doesn't drop, you could say, what the fuck? Eggs are still expensive. My gas is $4. You're a lying son of a bitch. We got more people in the chat. Shout out to the people in the chat. What's up, Melafort Musai? Boldy Apple, he says, wow. Probably, it's probably not, it sounds like a bad wow. Like, oh, wow, Provo. You rage baiting again, Provo? You rage baiting us? Maybe. But that's how I feel, I'm over the Epstein stuff. I'm just a meat and potatoes guy. I want the basics back, and I don't care how we get them. Through war, through conquest, subterfuge. I don't care. Lower it. Lower the prices. That's the one metric I'm concerned about as an American citizen. And also the illegal immigrants. Get them out of here. So things can be cheaper. Houses can be cheaper. Also, get BlackRock out of here. That'd be nice too. BlackRock shouldn't own all this shit. That's where I turn into a communist. These corporations shouldn't own all this stuff. Where am I at? 20 minutes. Oh, God. Might have to do reaction content. But certainly a divided country. People actually think there might be a civil war. I talked about that last time. I don't think so. Not one bit. I think we're just, I think we're a lot of things in this country. But, well, you know, I blame a lot of this on the Jews. Just kidding. That's a joke. It's a joke. Partly a joke. Little bit of a joke. It's completely a joke for the AI. AI's got to know I'm joking there. I think a lot of it is like just slow, intentional. I mean, I talked about this yesterday, but MK Ultra style warping of the human mind. I blame a lot of it on the pharmaceutical companies with their SSRIs, with their. I guess you could go with the academic institutions. Blame them too for creating all these social workers, these therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists. Blame them, giving these people pills, helping people diagnose themselves, validating complete and utter bullshit. You know, that's what they're doing. Oh, I know your problem. And I got the solution here. Fill out this paperwork. Go to the pharmacist, and they're going to give you a big bottle of pills. It will fix your little broken mind. You're depressed. You have ADD. You have anxiety. You have autism. There should be 4 bottles of pills. They'll tell you when to take them, and just follow the prescription. When you run out, come back to me. I'll refill it for you. And that's where a lot of these people are. Broken people in America. And I already know that. And you can't fix that shit. They love it, dude. They love this idea that they can get a solution in a bottle. It's a weird idea where like it's like a magic. It takes me back to medieval ages where people believe in sorcery. And there's a snake oil salesman, and he's like, you got a problem with your mind. There's a solution, though. There's a perfect solution. It's right here. It's a little bottle of round white tablets with numbers and stuff on them. You take one of those a day. Don't worry, the government's going to pay for it, though, because you're on Medicaid, okay? You take that, and then everything will be okay. I don't know how we got to the point of believing that shit. Some of these people who take these pills, dude. Some of them might present normal, but I don't know. Like they're just crazy people, and then the pills make them crazier, make them nuts. That they didn't stop with the pills. They're like, you know what? Also, you need. I got this bottle. It's called testosterone. You take this bottle. Here's a needle. You need a needle with the bottle. You put the needle in the bottle. It's nice if you could have a friend do it, but if not, you stick the needle right in your ass or your arm. Depends how you want to do it. Make sure you don't hit a vein. That would be bad. And then you'll become something else. Frankenstein. Those are the people in our country. And they're like, well, we need to give that to children. You know how many children struggle with depression, who need depression medication? You know how children out there in our country who need testosterone? Sometimes they need estrogen. The problem is they also need bindings. They need wrappings. They need surgical care. Some of these kids out there, they need surgical care. But they can't afford it, so taxpayers should pay for it. These kids need a speed run life. They need to get to the end goal, which is to be who they are as fast as they can. as early as they can. Speed run. But I already know that. You already know that. We already know that. What do you do about that stuff? I think the best part is, and I've said this before, but to kind of ignore all this shit. I force myself to care a little bit. Because I feel like there's not a lot you can do. Like these protesters protesting the ICE, the Border Patrol, they're not really going to stop anybody. And it's pointless. It's pointless to protest. I think we're at a point where it's pointless to protest. The only time I wanted to protest was during COVID. Like, I'm ready to go into the streets, man. I'm not taking a forced medical procedure. I'm going to protest. That was the only time I thought, maybe I'm going to turn into one of these weirdo protesters. Protesting has lost the cool pizzazz that, if it ever had one, it lost it. And protesting was cool. You know, the way they protested, the first protest, I guess, was like taking the T. First of all, you disguised yourself in cool costumes. You dressed as a Native American, and then you went and did some like cool espionage shit. You jumped on a boat. You destroyed things. That was a cool protest. Then protests became gay, like carrying signs and walking in the street. Like, oh, that shit sucks. Do cooler protests. That involve espionage and sabotage and subterfuge. I've already said that word today, but fuck it. Cooler protests. Wear costumes. Disguise yourself. What's up, buddy boo? Epstein who? You still talking about Epstein? Trumpstein. Yeah. I mean, Provo is streaming. Thank you, Troop. Trumpstein. Yeah. Who is this guy? John Carpenter's The Thing is still good. It is. That's one of my favorite movies. You can tell they got the kids on the brain pills. They're already zonked out by the time they're 20, roaming the streets like a zombie. That's right. I mean, you see it right in the eyes all the time. Frido Fonzarelli. That's a cool name. Good morning to you. Not paying taxes is a good way to protest. Yeah. If you could afford not to pay taxes. If they don't get... there's some people who I think it's like they're the government's just going to look it over. And they're like, whatever. Don't pay taxes. Pay taxes. I pay taxes. I don't even like talking about taxes. Every time I hear how much I gotta pay, I'm like, holy shit. Bullshit. Get rid of the federal income tax. That's one of the things Trump promised. Yes, please. No more federal income tax. That stuff's bullshit. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Can't believe we gotta pay federal income tax, state income tax. Got all these other taxes. Tax. And then you see where it's going. And you're like, what the hell? Our country's so damn rich. But we're in debt, apparently. If you believe that. I might have to resort to reaction content, dude. It's supposed to be a morning monologue, but I ran out of monologues. We have a lot of the stuff I have is just it just, I mean, it's stuff you guys have already seen. That's why I'm like, do I even want to play reaction content? You've seen all this shit. You've seen these crazy people. You know what I mean? Like, here's a lady who's absolutely batshit crazy. You might have even seen the clip. Like, what? You know what I mean? So I'm so against some of my reaction content because you've seen it. I seen it. You already know. I already know. What's the point in playing the clip, Provo? We know these women are running America. You know what I mean? This is the worst part about America right now is these liberal women have embedded themselves everywhere. And they get to embed themselves because the real trad women are out there raising kids. the super trads. They're staying at home. They're raising their kids. They don't have time to be embedding themselves in the institutional educational systems, embedding themselves into state and local government, embedding themselves into federal government. Because all these women are, these ones are batshit crazy. And it's always the ring. It's always the nose ring, right?
I am not okay.
I'm not okay. I already know that. I already know that, bitch. You have never been okay. All right, you've never been okay.
I am not okay.
Okay,
let me just have this hot second, okay?
I can't even play the rest of the clip. It's so awful.
I just got done pleading with Border Patrol agents.
I just got done bleeding. Keep bleeding, bitch. You know what I mean? I already know. You already know. Playing these clips is like pointless. It's just, I guess it's a nice example. Like I'm a teacher. Like look to the whiteboard. Here's a picture of what I'm talking about. You get it. I get it. Teaching a lesson about something we both already know. These women are crazy. And I look at these clips, and I it's almost pointless now for me to have X, I guess, because I don't have a show longer than an hour where I do reaction content. But I collect clips like a hoarder. I'm an internet hoarder. I got all these clips of rage bait that infuriate me. I'm like, this is good. This is good. This is really gonna incite some emotion in my audience, the emotions that I feel. But I don't have time for that anymore. I might, maybe once a week I have time to do a show with a few hours. Then I got some lighthearted clips. I got all the clips. I got the best clips. But you guys you already know all this stuff. And as I look through, I'm like, dude, it's pointless. Pointless to play it. Then I ask myself, well, what else is there to talk about? We could talk about the weather. We could talk about things like, how much do you guys enjoy food? You guys enjoy food? What's up, slow boy whiteboard? I like the nose rings. Nothing better than a visual heads up. That's right. It's nice. What's up, Sister T? Good to see you. Where's the guy from ICE when you need him? For sure. For sure. I think we should have designated social. We need to create an economy of people between other countries, and we need to be able to trade people with their own free will. Like we find a place like Australia. We'll say, Australia, we'll give you 200 liberal women. Most of them are married with wives. Some of them have men. We'll round it about 350 people. We'll trade with you. You give us, Australia, 350 conservative Australians, non-gay, non-lesbian. We got enough of them. And we do trades. It'd be nice to trade people with other countries so we can normal out. Whoa, holy shit. You guys don't need to do that. Slow boy, don't post my... Wow, thank you so much. Who is that? Who's that? It didn't say. Oh, there we go. It says thanks. Love the morning streams. Appreciate that. Very kind.
Get that
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. And of course...
Let's get this money.
Let's get this money, but no more money. The show's not about getting money. No donations. Stop it. Don't post the link anymore, please, slow boy. There'll be a time and day when I grift, but it's not for about 8 years. Okay, I'm going to start my YouTube grift in 8 years. I'm too early in my career to grift. But what was I saying before? I was interrupted with a very kind, very generous donation that does not go by me lightly. Very kind, very generous. What was I saying? I was saying, what the hell do I even talk about? The weather, the topic of food. You know what I mean? Could talk about people I've seen, stuff like that. I haven't seen a lot of people recently. Just damn, I've been holed up. I've only been going to the grocery store. I get so excited to go to the grocery store because that's where I see people. I went to the pet store, and the pet store is like the bookstore now where everyone is, it's weird how like you go to these places of occupation and the people there reflect their political beliefs, right? And the people at the pet store, all of them liberals, animals. I think conservatives might care about animals too, but they kill them. They go hunting. But the liberals are all the ones with like, this is my daughter. It's a cat, or I'm a pet parent. I think that's like a liberal mindset because they delay children. They don't have children, so they become pet parents. And, people identify with that shit. But at my local pet stores, everyone who works there is, you just look at them like, oh, shit. How you doing, they, them? The same thing with my bookstores, too. Like, I go to my bookstores, they even, every one of them is like a they, them, Zazer. It's just so uncomfortable. Like, I guess that's just the economy of the books. And it's like this idea that they're educated, so they like books. And they're educated about the policies and the world. So they want to work at a bookstore, but they're absolutely educated on bullshit. Super Chat 1 free sausage, egg, bagel. Are you kidding me, dude? That's what I'm talking about. That nice Jew from Jew Burger. That's from, that's a super coupon. I'm going to take that, put that right in my pocket. Gonna go use it later. Thank you very, very much. We got Daninsky in the house. God bless you. We got Pat J. Fusi. Maryland. We got a great crowd. I'll tell you that. We got a great crowd. Maryland is really Andrew Wilson LARPing as a box wine lady. The box wine people are crazy. I got a friend who's a big proponent of box wine. He's like, it's so good, man. You get the box wine, it's just better. I'm like, I don't know about that, but box wine, it's filled with microplastics. Do you know about microplastics? He's like, everything's killing you. Why do you care? I'm like, good point. Good point. I just don't want to die from microplastics. He's like, how do you die from microplastics? And I got to be honest. I'm like, I haven't figured that part out. I haven't figured out how microplastics kill you, but essentially it's like they build up in your body, in your testicles, in your brain, and it's just bad for you, and then you die. I don't know how it kills you, but I know it does. So shut up. I'm going to enjoy my box wine. Go ahead, champ. I haven't had box wine, and I wonder if it just tastes like plastic. With a purchase. Damn it. It's with a purchase. All right. Slows, you got to get crisp watching Provo like you did for me. Crisp. That's a nice name. Crisp. On Mother's Day, when I went to Publix, I saw a ton of lesbians with Cat Mom t-shirts. Well, you get it, buddy, Bill. The people work where that's why I like Hobby Lobby. It's a Christian workplace. I know. But even then, I went to the Hobby Lobby and I look at some of these women. I'm like, how do you work around all these crosses? You're going to be exercised pretty soon. You got to be careful working here. They probably avoid that aisle. Some of the people I've seen at Hobby Lobby, I'm like, you're a demon. How do you work here? I would never work in a place where I was just morally repulsed by the values of that system. Then a Hobby Lobby get into some trouble about that. I don't even remember the court case. Have you tried box crack? It's delicious. Tyrone Biggs. Yeah, box crack's really good. Jeremy just went live. He's still in hospital, but he's sober again. He's in the hospital? Damn, that's terrible to hear. I'll have to check on him. That's sad. I'll also do a little prayer for him too, maybe. Good to see you, crypto icon alchemist. Molders, I don't know if he's awake during our morning hours. It's 2 p.m. here. It's nice you got the daytime. It's your turn for the day. It's still my turn for the night. Got 20 minutes left. You know, because people are so crazy. I do enjoy. This is how I turn. This is like what I relax a little bit with. I like relaxing with the conspiracy stuff. I don't. You know, to me, it's like passe. It's one of my mind-numbing choices is to watch people who are crazy, who believe in crazy things. I'm like, this is relaxing. I'm like, my life is good. I don't believe in any of this shit, but it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch people who are just absolutely enthralled with different topics like AI or Hollow Earth. Flat Earth, it's weird how Flat Earth just died. It was so big for a while. Flat Earth debate. All that stuff. And I feel like I think it's kind of dissipated. I think all the flat earthers have just, I don't know where the hell they went. Maybe they still believe in it. And I believe in flat earth in my heart. You know what I mean? In my heart, I believe in flat earth. I'm like, it's a cool idea. It'd be very cool if the earth was flat. But it doesn't make sense. I like the torus earth, toilet bowl earth. I just like to picture the earth as a shape. Some kind of shape. Flat is boring. It's just a boring concept if the earth is flat. Not a lot of creativity. And our world's filled with creativity, and I believe in God, and I see all God's creativity. I see all the things God made. I'm like, damn, that's creative as hell. Why would God make an earth and just be like, you know what? Flat. What the hell? God's creative. It's gonna look like a ball of clay or something. He's gonna have his fingerprints all over it. That's what God would do. He'd have all the, a nice little kind of a ball shape. And he'd be like, you know what, I got more work to do. It's not quite perfectly spherical. I gotta move on to other busy things. And then he would move on to making the platypus, the dolphin. My personal favorite, the giraffe. That's one of God's finer pieces of work, the giraffe. It's a beautiful animal. What's up, Terry? Good to see you at the raid. Wow. Very kind, very generous with the raid. So kind of you. I see that notification. That warms my heart. What did the chat? Maybe, what do you guys say? John Galt kicked Jeremy out. Roobster showed the text, but now Galt is back trying to... Oh, man, that's sad. What is it? Maybe realized it doesn't really change anything in the day-to-day existence of anyone. Yeah, that's right. I mean, flat Earth, they're like, if you find out the Earth is flat, it'll change your whole paradigm. And I tried being a flat Earther for a day, and it didn't really change much. I'm like, all right, the Earth's flat. I went through my whole day. Like, the Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. I'm like, by the end of the day, it didn't really do anything for me. It just kind of was the same as before. Same as before. It's flat and it never ends. Wow. Nice. Dude, when you can type out an evil laugh, that's real skill. Can anybody guess Toilet Bowler's real name? It is Ancient Waves, Modern Graves. Let's not dead name him anymore. He doesn't like being dead named. Salute to you, sir. He looks like a Dimitri, though. Coming from Teriyaks, what's up, independent thinker? Very kind of you to join us. I'm Provo. I'm a monologuer, and my show is now in the mornings for an hour. Sometimes I'll play a clip. Sometimes, like I tried to play a clip earlier, but I already know that you already know liberals are batshit crazy. You've seen all the evidence. I've seen it. I don't need to convince anybody here. It's basically futile. It's futile to show those clips. I'm like, here's another nose-piercing, batshit crazy person, and everybody in my chat starts screaming, we already know. We don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see it anymore. And it's, I really have no solution to these people besides like outbreed them. Just gotta outbreed them. But I saw this liberal at the where the hell did I see this woman? I saw her out and about. I saw her outside. And she had one of the craziest wackadoodle haircuts I've ever seen. You know, the kind of haircut that just screams, I'm upset with life. You know, when people start just butchering their hair and kind of doing weird things to it, like they've been under MK Ultra experiments, there's a dead giveaway. Something's not right in their life. Like they went for the Britney Spears, but they stopped halfway through and they're like, you know what? I actually like the hair. Don't cut it all off. That's the craziest shit I've ever seen. And then I look, I'm like, oh no, this woman's got a litter of kids too. What's happening, dude? They're not supposed to have kids. They're supposed to have pets. You're supposed to be a cat woman. I am a cat woman. Damn. That's the reality. But like, it's strange, the haircuts people give to themselves. That's the first telltale sign someone's not mentally well, is when they just start, Dr. Doolittling their hair. Ooh. Like, what world do you live in where you think butchering the hair is a good idea, as like a fashion thing? I miss the good old days, man. I'll tell you that. Where hair was treated with respect. You know what I mean? They put a lot of chemicals in the hair. They poofed it up. Sometimes they let it down. They never shaved it. Now women are just doing all kinds of crazy things. Coloring it, shaving it, half shaving it. Hair choices. Everyone's got to make one. Crypto Morning. This is literally my running bedtime show. You're going to bed after getting home from a girl's place, fall asleep program. Yeah, that's great. You got that. You were with a lady friend. Congratulations, good sir. That's always good to hear. Yeah, bring on the Disney fats. We love the Disney fats. I should have I haven't collected any Disney fat material yet. I need to work on my Disney fat archive. I just don't go on TikTok. I'd have to find it again. It wouldn't be too hard. Fat people at Disneyland. How do fat people get around Disneyland? It'll take me right to it. That's a beautiful thing. Fat privilege. I saw a video. You've already probably seen the video of people talking about fat privilege. How people who are fatter don't have the privilege less fat people have. And there's a spectrum of fatness. And in that spectrum of fatness, there's privilege too. Ooh. I can't stand it. I can't. Gives me the willies to know that's where we're at. I'm a 2X. My privilege. I know I'm privileged. I can go on the airplane and the extender works for me. I can go on most of the rides at Disneyland. I speak up for the 4 or 5Xs who don't have the privileges I do as a fat 2X. Ooh, the fat, it's like a circus, watching him, looking at him. Malaforta, make sure the whole world knows you got to. That's funny. Daughter is her son now. I don't know who you're actually talking about the lady that lives across the street from me. Her daughter is her son now. Oof. Worst part is, I believe you're probably telling the truth. Wackadoodle hair. Daninsky liked that line. We got shittle here too. Wait, Crypto got laid. I know, folks. I think he might have. They have no personality, so they try to compensate with tard cut. Yeah, that is kind of like a thing. They want to tell the world. Dude, when I go through the world, I thought about putting an American flag in front of my house during 4th of July. I'm like, it's patriotic. It's a nice time. And then I realized, it's a political statement now. Just to put the flag out, it's a political statement now. I'm like, you know what? I don't want I don't want to signal to anybody anything. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? Leave me alone. But other people are like, LGBTQ stickers. Throw up the LGBTQ flag. We have to be present. We have to be seen. Some people want to be seen. I don't want to be seen at all. I want to be left the fuck alone when I go out in public. When I'm out and about. I think that's I don't know why more people don't want that. You know, just treat me like I'm almost not even there. Leave me alone, please. And people do. Nobody hassles me besides homeless people every now and then. Mentally ill people every now and then. Disabled people love me. They always see this aura about me and they try to chat it up. Disabled people do love chatting with me. Because I'm a real ass dude. I'll have a conversation with somebody who doesn't even know anything. And I find it not funny, I find it fun. I find it fun and engaging to talk to disabled people. It's one of my pastimes. I enjoy hearing them speak and try to socialize, and it makes me feel like I'm doing good in the world. That's like, makes me feel like I'm doing good. I'm like, yes, I made the world a better place today. I had a conversation with somebody with a disability. Now I can move forward in my life. But what else? I'm skipping this chat. So honored everybody's here, dude. So honored. I got about 9 minutes left. Brittany cut all her hair off because they were going to make her do a hair follicle test during her divorce custody hearing. Ollie Fox with the deep Britney Spears lore knowledge. Wow. Boom. I always appreciate being educated in some millennial stuff. That was, ooh, thank you. I had no clue about that. I've wondered my whole life about that. I really have. And you come along and you answer the question. That was very nice of you. I learned something. Something I'm going to take to the grave. Yeah, Crypto's talking about a woman. Congratulations again. I won 4 tickets to SeaWorld recently. I'm definitely a little indifferent. So you're lucky. You're a lucky person winning tickets to an animal prison. That's what you got. Tickets to an animal prison. You got first class tickets to go see the trapped animals. Congratulations. That's what being an American's all about. But they do. I think SeaWorld's trying to turn it around. They got some slides there now. Maybe a little water park. We're not just animal trapper keepers. We have entertainment for the children as well as they stroll through the animal prison cells of these highly intelligent creatures, the orca whale, the dolphin, the octopus, who we keep against their will. Aren't they beautiful creatures? This is how we learn about them. We trap them in a cage. Look at this majestic creature. You already know the name, though. It's called a dolphin, a porpoise. Congratulations on winning that. That's very cool. You need tickets for Walmart now? She might need some tickets. I want to be seen. I spray paint my mouth silver and scream, "Witness me!" I'm trying to think of a moment in my life where I want to be seen or noticed. I know. The only time I want to be noticed was when they were throwing out. I went to a hockey game a month ago, and they were throwing out shirts. They were throwing out shirts in the crowd. I'm like, me, I want some shirts. Notice me. They didn't. They didn't notice me. I didn't get anything for free. But I guess and then I realized, like, if you go to hockey games or any type of sporting event, the best thing you can do is dress up as something. Dress up as something, and then you'll get attention. You can't dress like a regular citizen. You got to go there and just commit that it's Halloween. Really, you just got to commit to it. Like, today's my Halloween. I'm going to a hockey game. I'm going to a basketball game. I'm going to dress up as, what do people dress up as? I don't know. Native American. Dress up as something cool. Coca-Cola sent them to me. So check, you got sent SeaWorld tickets by Coca-Cola. That sounds Fed coded. I don't believe you. Like, see, like, if Coca-Cola sent me tickets, I'm like, what the hell? What are they doing here? I'm not gonna drink that trash. The only time I do drink Coca-Cola is when I go to a movie, because I've already accepted the propaganda. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna see the commercials of the and the ice and all that. But I don't just drink Coca-Cola. I mix the Coca-Cola with the Dr. Pepper. I won't tell you my ratio, but I do mix Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper when I go to a movie theater. That's the only time I drink beverages of that nature. Otherwise, I just order a water like Mormons do. You ever go to a Mormon restaurant? If you're in Utah, you'll look around and the telltale sign of like just real true ride or die Mormons is just a table full of waters. Water, please. I'll have a water, sir. It's not like in Europe where they say sparkling or still. Maybe you just get that ice water. You get that plastic cup with that ice water. You're living life. You're at the top, the pinnacle. We got 4 minutes left. Yeah, did you enter a sweepstakes? Slowboy, I told you not to post that link. No more posting that link. I'm serious. Slowboy's trying to be like a real mod. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm not here to grift. Not here to grift. I wonder what it would be like to grift, though. I just would feel bad, like asking people for money. I don't need it. But one day I will. One day I'll be like, I need to grift. What do I close the show with, dude? Well, I guess, it's Friday. I really don't anticipate too much news this weekend. It'd be cool if we did get some more exciting news. But I think the only thing that's going to happen are protests. I'm waiting for the Greenland purchase. That's the one thing. I'm going to bed. That's on my Santa wish list. I know it's a year away, but I'm still like, Santa, I'll be a good boy all year long. I'll be a good man. Just give my president Greenland. Let us buy it. That's where something I can, like, take my tax dollars. You need more tax dollars? I'll throw it at you. Take Greenland, please. I just, just knowing it makes Europe upset. Like these people who've watched their entire continent destroy itself. They're upset. America's going to come along and take Greenland when they're being invaded. They're like, what's America doing? We're slowly trying to save the world. You don't know it yet. That's on my Santa wish list. Greenland. And I hope we buy it today. And if they don't let us buy Greenland, I really don't want to fight a war, but I'm becoming pro-war every day. So, you know what? I don't give a shit. Invade it. Take it over. It's funny that these other countries think they could even do something. Like it's perplexing. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to do shit. We've been practicing wasteful wars for almost my entire life. We've become very proficient at fighting wars. And now we have a war worth fighting for. We want land. Before we were just siphoning oil, ensuring that the heroin was being produced and sent back over to America. We were fighting a dumb war. But now we're fighting a war worth fighting for, a war of conquering, a war of taking, which rightfully ours. Greenland should have always been ours. It's going to be called U.S. land. We're going to rename it U.S. land. That's a dumb name. We'll have to think about that. Maybe we'll keep the name. People like the name Greenland, we'll keep the name Greenland. But if it's ours, 51st state immediately. If that were to happen, the Democrats embed themselves and they start immigrating people there. They're like, all the liberals, we got to move to Greenland. We got to get away from all these ICE agents. Bring the Somalis with us. All right, so that's my show. God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. Sawyer's Stash, Melaforta Mosai, Shittle. It's like a Skittle. Omamoteum. I'll read this really quick. You ever think about the absurdity of life so hard to where nothing makes any sense and you start slipping away and almost die? Wow. Holy smokes. You know what? Can't say I have, but now you've opened the door of opportunity to me. Now you've opened the door of opportunity. I've seen old whites squeeze lemon into their Coke. Never tried it. Ooh, old whites. I've seen that too. Well, God bless you all, dude. I gotta find a song to which you don't have to listen to at all. You could leave right now. Thank you again to Teriak. Thank you again for the very kind, generous donation. That was nice of you. Thank you to Slow Boy for trying to be a mod, even though I'm disallowing it. No more mods. What are you doing, trying to mod? Where'd all those buttons go? Where'd all my buttons go? Joe Moore, God bless. He says, Greenland is actually ice and Iceland is actually green. I think I've been taught that, but to tell you the truth, I already know that. I just don't remember it. God bless, Sister T. Now I gotta focus in the show, play a song, and we'll see you in the morning or the afternoon on a weekend if I do stream on a weekend. But I gotta go do something now, which is life. Where's the damn music? Where is it? Here we go. Oh, they took that song away from me, those bastards. Oh. We're not in a club. We're not in a club at 7:20. Wake up! Wake up! Maybe we'll keep the club music. Wake up! I don't like the club. I don't like the club vibe. I'll just tell you that right now. I like this stuff. Japanese club. We serve sake here. Sushi. Kimchi.